Pickaxe.
Thanks for dropping into the cast party. Join the cast and crew as they are booped from their Hollywood film set into the crazy world of Vendrea. And action! Do you want ad-free episodes so I shut up? Exclusive behind-the-scenes content to learn more about the show and Campaign 2 coming up? Or maybe even hilarious bonus monthly one-shots? How about the best way to support your favorite D&D podcast, all for less than the price of one cup of coffee? Hop on over to patreon.com/castparty right now and join the greatest community this side of the TTRPG world. You'll get an invite to our community Discord of over 400 active and incredible members, where we host live listening parties with all of us for every single cast party and now Nocturne episode. Community-driven D&D games, one-shots, mini-campaigns, live streams, hangouts, and game nights. Don't miss out on the fun. Join the cast and crew at patreon.com/castparty. We'll see you there. Thank you all so much for listening. Enjoy the episode, cast and crew.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cast Party. My name is Colin McManus, and I will be your director for today. I am joined by my dragged cast and crew, Ryan McManus.
Hi, Sebastian Vivaldi Greensleeves, an emo at heart magician? An emo at heart musician. Who dressed pretty normally, even after he fell in love with emo music. He always loved the aesthetic, but was never brave enough to fully dive into the style. For his birthday, he got some clothing items from his parents that he'd found on Hot Topic's website. Those items sat in his closet for a while until he finally worked up the courage to wear them to school. The crisp, mid-October air was nothing for his new full get-up and fringed hair, but when he sat down in homeroom, one of his friends asked who he was dressed up as for Halloween. He panicked and said Marilyn Manson, knowing his friend would just accept the answer and move on. He went home and that outfit has sat in his closet ever since, never to be worn again. It's the reason why Sebastian is pretty casual when it comes to his emo-style clothing.
Anna Brisbane.
Blueberry Sky, elven druid actress, who as much as she loves wild shaping, what she would miss the most from losing her powers on Earth would be druidcraft, because she secretly is a terrible plant mom. She can't grow anything, even a succulent, to save her life, so while her house is covered in greenery, it is all thanks to the plant doctors/waterers that she hires to take care of them on a regular basis.
Plant doctors?
What a dream job.
Nigel Deacon.
Hi all, Xander Gucci Supreme here, who once built a treehouse in the woods near his house with one of his neighborhood friends. They spent a summer building it, but finished too late for them to enjoy it because of the winter and heavy snows. Their parents just didn't feel like it was safe. But the following summer, it was still there in perfect condition, seemingly untouched by the weather, and year after year, it continued to look and feel perfect. Xander never thought twice about why that would be. His childhood brain assumed that once you built something, it was that forever. But as it turned out, they had chosen the one tree in a pocket of perfect temperature, humidity, lack of direct weather interaction, animals, that meant that this tree house could essentially stay perfect forever, as long as the lads didn't destroy it. When Xander's dad finally found it and saw not only its pristine condition, but also the build quality and architectural work that went into it, that's when he started to get mad that Xander wanted to get into photography and not carpentry or architecture or engineering or whatever else.
That sounded like the start of one of those like really sad kids movies, like the one where the girl like dies in the river or whatever, in the creek, and falls off.
Oh, Bridge to Terabithia.
Yeah, thank you. It was like, oh, it's the perfect treehouse.
The one where the girl drowns in the river.
I knew.
Wow.
Vince Perino.
Hi, Jett the Boulder Chambers, Big Burly Heartthrob, who has barely ever been to the hospital in his entire life. He's only been about 2 times. One time being when we heard in the past about his little incident with his booty. The second time being when he first discovered the lovely, delicious food that we have all come to know and love, Hot Pockets. It was his first time ever having a Hot Pocket, throw it in the microwave, and he's like, oh, this is cool, I'll follow the directions, and he pulls it out, and he's like, oh, it's kind of warm, it should be good, and he takes one big bite, and then the spewing molten hot lava went all over his mouth, He got third-degree burns on the roof of his mouth, and to this day, he now has a lovely little bump on the top of his mouth that he likes to play with when he gets nervous with his tongue, and nobody knows because he's doing it inside of his mouth.
Does he call it his hot pocket?
Ew.
Sorry.
And with that, let's go into the hot pocket you're being dragged into and talk about what happened last time. 3 of you were encased in mirrors facing a dark, shadowy version of yourselves. Blueberry rushed into the mirror containing Jett, while Alana made her way to Shar at the far end of her throne room. As the battle raged on in the 3 mirrors, you and your mirrored selves exchanged blows. Eldritch blasts, smites, psychic lances, even a few dragons made an appearance. Slowly, you were able to defeat the mirrored versions of yourselves and escape into the throne room. With each shadow version destroyed, another purple tendril ceased to feed into Shar's magical barrier. Alana, with Desideria's gem in hand, pushed through the barrier but was unable to get to Shar. Shar then wrapped a ribbon of shadow around Alana's hand and began slicing herself in different locations. With each slice, Alana too was cut and started to bleed, and the wound began to fester. Alana pulled the gem into her own chest and caused a massive explosion. A supernova-like shockwave swept past you all, pushing you backwards. All that was left upon the throne was 2 skeletons tied by a radiant ribbon. A moment later, Xander and Jett collapsed. Xander quickly returned to consciousness, but Jett did not. Jett stopped breathing and found himself in a white expanse, hearing a flatlining heart monitor. Jett had a heart-to-heart with his mother, who told him she had just died. She said she was trying her best to hold on and was just waiting for one last hug from Jett, but something changed and her heart dropped and she succumbed to her sickness. Jett, trying to save her, was unable to help until Hope the dog flew in and a radiant energy from Hope entered Charlotte and Jett, with both of them opening their eyes. You all rushed out onto the large platinum dragon to escape the crumbling of Shar's amethyst dominion. Landing safely back on Fendrea, the dragon spoke with Jett a moment before saying goodbye for the final time and flying into the air. You all reconvened, spoke with Matthias, headed back to the dorms for a nice long night's rest. In the morning, Xander watched a video on his camera of Omis and Sire fighting while Omis was being pulled downward by shadowy hands. He saw the shockwave from Alana and Shar and saw Omis begin to overpower Sire, but not before the hands came back and Sire was able to behead Omis. Sire then continued to float downward in the direction of where Omis was being pulled. At that moment, pink and azure vines sprouted from a fire in the fireplace, pulling each of you into the flames and downward. Now, you continue to be pulled until you feel gravity take over as the vines let go. You each fall 20 feet from above onto the ground. And you're all going to be taking...
Wait. Do any of us have... Hold on. Do any of us have feather fall?
I do.
Xander's got the boots.
You just have it on your boots just for you. Okay, I guess that's it.
It's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
My temp HP.
As you fall, you notice this entire area is a muddled red. It is steamy and hot, but there is plant life thriving in the heat. Much of the plant life looks to be similar to the Witchfen forest, pink and azure muddled together. Yet at the same time, there is decay and rot, mushrooms and hellish maggots sprouting from these areas of rot. And so the scene is set. The question is, what will you do next?
Ow!
What the fuck just happened?
Where the fuck are we?
God!
Okay, alright, real quick. When I woke up, I watched a video that had appeared on my camera of, I think it was your boy Sire. Remember the Archfey that was fighting with Omis, my patron's dad? He won.
Congrats.
Is it? Because now we're here. And this is like,
Bro, I don't know anymore who is related to who. This is just...
We don't know where we are.
What the hell does it even mean if Omis lost or won? What does that do for us in the end?
Thank you, exactly.
Well, so the reason that everything happened with the Witchfen Forest was because Sire had been working with Namora and Blightmore to make that forest happen.
Oh.
And now that he has killed the main point of opposition for him, which was Omis, and we took out Lightmore and Amora, now he's got just like full reign to do whatever he wants, and I think we might be a part of the target.
So this is his home, is what we can gather, I assume.
Is our surroundings giving vibes of Witchven Forest?
Only the plant life. The rest of this area looks nothing like a forest. It is mostly reds. It's almost arid, but also has smoke moving throughout it.
Xander, do your photos still say Omus?
Good question. I'll look through the most recent few photos. Do they still say it?
The picture of Shar and Alana, you do not see anything.
The old ones still say Omus, but the new one does not.
Okay.
Xander, do you have any, clues or inkling of what we should do about Sire right now? I mean, I don't know where to go with this.
Yeah, are we in another kill a god situation? Because back to back, that's reigning champs right there.
I mean, if I had to guess, it's on the table. I don't know if it's guaranteed, but something we might have to consider. I mean, we could try negotiation. I don't know what their motivations are.
Did he bring us here because he wants you? Or does he want us gone? Since we kind of foiled his whole plan.
I'm just kind of as lost as you are. All I know is what they told me.
I'd like to just take a look around at our environment, see are there any paths in front of us, trails, or any landmarks that we might be able to see from where we're at?
You can see right now that this area is pretty wide open other than the plant life, but this isn't like a typical forest. You can see it looks like these trees have been sprouting haphazardly. Paths, on the other hand, no. I mean, there's just this arid red ground. Dusts a little bit as you kick it, and it's starting to get really hot. From the distance, you can hear. Wah!
What?
What in the hell was that?
Well, we kind of got two options. We can go away from that sound, or we can go towards that.
Or we could go parallel.
You know what? You're right.
I never thought of parallel.
We could circle it.
I mean, we got nothing else to go on.
What is everybody feeling? Should we just take a chance?
I mean, at this point, we've killed two goddesses. Well, a goddess and your friend's sons. What could we run into that's gonna be an issue at this point, you know?
Probably so many things, but I'm down to just go ahead. Fuck it. Send it.
What are we sending?
Us. Full send.
We'll send.
Together, though.
Does this sound like a creature?
You are taking a moment, listening again, thinking about what it was. You hear another sound, same direction. It sounds like the same voice.
It's laughing.
I'll just give it a little whistle, summon Pebbles.
I'll do the same with Namora.
I'll jump on her back and start riding.
Sebastian, how come you don't have a little buddy?
I have Daisy. What do you mean?
That's a guitar.
Yeah, but you saw her float.
Okay, is she alive? She has feelings?
I don't know. I haven't had the chance to actually talk to her yet.
You guys are always together.
I know.
That's like a downside on you, bro. That's a red flag.
That doesn't mean we have to talk 24/7.
You've never talked.
Because I don't know if she can yet. This is a whole new thing that's come up.
All right, let's go.
Towards it?
Put your game faces on.
Okay. Casting guidance on whoever's walking in front.
That'd be me. It's the only clue we got. We can't really do anything else right now, it seems like, so as long as you all are good.
Okay.
Anybody want to hop on?
I will.
Don't forget your buddy.
She's attached to me.
Sebastian clambers onto Pebbles. Jett starts leading the way for you all. You start heading to the way of this voice. You're moving through this ground. Again, it's pretty arid, but as you move, you come through a couple areas that are covered in a bunch of vibrant flowers. They wave about like they're in the wind, but there is no wind here. And as you're watching, some of them have faces on them that smile, and their eyes follow you as you walk by. You see some various creatures as you walk through a particularly thick portion of trees. There's many insects and bugs that float around, many vibrant in color. There are some butterflies that cling to these pretty beautiful trees, or they land on these various flowers. All of these things stand out so much just from the dullness of all the red around. You see a particular beast looks to be the size of a large boar. It's boar-like in shape, yet down its back it has these vines wrapped around it with flowers growing out of them. You finally reach the area that you see a being in that looks to be a large, rather wide demon of some sort. It looks reptilian in nature but has humanoid features, almost like a mix between a dragonborn and a slod. It stands on 2 feet, nearly 10 foot tall. It wears an outfit primarily made of various leathers. They wear what looks to be a crossbody utility belt that has various bottles, syringes, knives, things of that nature tucked into little compartments. They also have a nearby cart that looks to be like a merchant's cart. Not enough room for someone to sleep in, or not like a covered wagon. Something smaller with some doors on the side to reach in and grab merchandise. And it looks like it would normally be pulled by a horse, but there is no horse here. And you see this being looking at a particular tree up and down and scratching its head. It turns away to look at the cart and then back at the tree and goes, "Rah!" Like it's surprised by something.
By the tree?
And then itching their head. As you see this thing turn around, "Wah!" This is fake surprise.
Fucking Wario coded. I'm gonna talk to him.
All right, we're right behind you.
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, welcome to hell.
Great, thank you.
What?
Huh?
What an introduction.
New around here, aren't you? Lots new going on.
First time I've been to this one, yeah. What's going on with this tree?
These things just up and came here yesterday, and I was trying to figure them out. You guys doing all right? Learning your way around? Staying safe?
We've been here for maybe 5 minutes, so technically.
Making good progress then.
Thanks. My name is Alex. What's yours?
My name is Balthazar. You can call me Bale.
Sick.
Balthazar.
That sounds like a hell name.
Are we in hell? Like this is where devils and demons live?
Oh, yeah, more than that, too. Especially now that this is here, and he punches the tree.
So you said that popped up yesterday. First of all, that's cool that there's like a day-night cycle, I guess. Anyway, did you happen to see the guy that brought all this stuff?
Oh, sire, no, I haven't met them myself.
But you know him?
You're asking a lot of questions, my friend. One thing you're gonna learn here, information don't come easy.
But we're in hell.
I can do it the hard way.
Yeah, like what do you have to lose? You're in hell. Like where else do you go? Can't you just give it to us?
I mean, I could, but if you don't know everything you need to know about this place, trying to navigate hell without the proper knowledge, the proper precautions, without my guidance, might be some more perils that lurk in these realms. All I'm saying is I need to figure out this tree. And if you can help me with that, I'll tell you what you need to know about sire.
Hi, sorry to interject. My name's Jett. I'm the dedicated big guy of the group. Just wondering, what were you doing with the tree earlier by chance? We saw you were kind of like playing with it, or I don't know, like acting.
This here, and he points to his cart. This is my business, you can call it. Make things, sell them, make my life here a little bit better. Now this stuff here, I'm curious what we can do with it. And I don't know if you've seen these trees yet, but they change. There's a little bug on there. Wasn't prepared for it, scared me real good. I jumped back, screamed. I saw the plant, it transformed itself, twisted. There's dark shadows clinging to its petals. Just had this weird unsettlingness to it. And I want some of those thorns. And I know these things can change in other ways. I've heard about others. It's like it responded to my fear.
So, okay, you want the thorns and stuff? What do you plan on doing with them after? Bring them to a town nearby? You got somebody you're gonna sell them to? You're just gonna play with them? Like what's going on, man?
I sell them lots of places. I gotta see what I can do with this stuff first. I don't just take the raw goods. I make them into things.
Okay, and where would you bring these things? You got like a home nearby or something? Is there a town?
You're trying really hard for me to tell you where to go, and I'm not gonna do that, sir. So you can go wander off and die.
Oh, well, that was very nice of you. I appreciate it.
But again, where do we get? We're in hell. If we die, where do we go? Aren't we just back here? This is just a loop. It's a cycle.
That's not exactly how this works here.
What do you mean?
Not everyone who dies finds themselves in hell. You guys didn't die, did you?
No.
Just got pulled down.
Don't look fiendish enough.
Do you mind if I take a quick look at the tree? We saw a few of these back home.
Be my guest.
Can I look at the tree and see if I can surmise anything about what the hell he's talking about? Touching it, sniffing it. I'll lick it if I need to.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it. Fuck.
I mean, you asked to lick a tree, my dude. Come on.
In hell.
What do you mean? It's a tree, man. The leaves are poisonous. The bark isn't. 18.
The taste is disgusting. It's revolting. You start to cough up as you lick this tree. You see the tree starts to wither and transform, and it almost looks like it's decaying in real time, and it's expelling this disgusting odor. You can see Balthazar, that's it, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. Comes over and he breaks off one of the branches, gives it a sniff, and it smells terrible, breaks off chunks and throws it into one of his vials. That's good right there. What were you feeling?
Disgust, I guess. I thought I was gonna throw up.
All right, that works. We need a couple more.
Okay, I'll lick the tree again.
Not like that. I got enough of this one.
Oh.
They change in different ways. That's not the one I saw when it scared me.
Oh. This thing might have other reactions to other emotions.
Maybe.
Okay, alright. I'm gonna stand here touching the tree and not looking at any of you guys. Anyone other than Balthazar, hit me with magic or something. Hey, Sebastian, don't you have a thing that makes people scared of you?
Yeah, kinda.
You have my consent to do this.
What's your least favorite genre of music, Xander? You don't really like music. Can I just play anything?
I'll lean over and just whisper in Sebastian's ear. Anything but K-pop is on the table.
Oh, okay. I wish I could tell you why, but I'm gonna start playing TikTok by Kesha.
Okay.
In your head for Dissonant Whispers at just first level. You can try to save. Just try for funsies. It's a wisdom save.
Oh, it was a 13.
Oh yeah, that's gonna big fail.
For the first time in our friendship, I'm absolutely terrified of Sebastian as I try and sprint away from him when I hear TikTok by Kesha in my head.
You start running away from Sebastian. You are just next to this tree. This tree actively grows thorns and almost looks like it's trying to grab you. Balthazar runs up, cuts off a branch that's just covered in all of these thorns. That's it. It's working. I got it. You can come back now.
I don't know if I can.
I'll cut the song, don't worry.
Did I take any damage from that?
Oh yeah, you definitely would have. I rolled pretty low. Well, it's only 7 damage.
Cool.
Now will you match?
Once the fear washes away, I'll come back over towards the tree.
I'm sorry.
Nope, it's all good. You had my consent for that. We Gucci.
No, you're Gucci.
Hit him for a dap.
Both of you roll me charisma right now.
Oh shit!
Okay. 16.
Lucky point.
Ooh.
Just because I know I'm being more charismatic than that. 24.
Beautiful dab, a little bit of joking back and forth. You guys feel this bond, this friendship. As you see the tree nearby, all of the different vines and thorns return back to normal, and then they start to interweave together, almost forming a lattice of these intricate patterns. All right. Runs over and just starts grabbing some of these blossoms that are blossoming out of these little intertwined portions.
I don't know what we did, but we did it.
Let's go.
Is that enough?
I'm thinking, how about 1 more, 2 more if you want to make it interesting.
Oh my god.
Who can say something really sad to me right now?
Xander, cry. And I'm going to cast command on him.
Okay. Sure. I'll just fail the save on that one.
It's obviously magically induced, but you see the plant The branches extend upwards and then down like a beautiful weeping willow, and it droops, and you can see that from the ends of these long, thin branches, tears, these shimmering droplets, collect at the edge. Belsar runs over with a bottle and just keeps shaking them into one of these bottles until he's got a couple ounces of liquid.
Thank you for thinking to do that, Jett.
Anything for you, buddy. It's okay.
Thank you all. I'm just happier than a peach right now. And you can see behind him, the tree starts changing, and it's got these vibrant colors and blossoms behind him. He's just completely looking at you all, just like a big smile on his face.
Belsar, turn around. You're doing it.
What? You can see he's able to capture some of the pollen that is exuding light. All right. Thank you for your emotions.
Yep.
So?
Please fulfill your side of stuff.
I'm just waiting for some questions. I don't know where you want me to start.
So you said that it can be difficult to travel around here if you don't understand how to do so. So can you give us some tips on how to traverse this place? I think we gotta find Sire, which is,
all right, that's fun. If you're trying to find Sire resides in what used to be known simply as the Fortress. Was home to this demon lord. His name's Omis. Nobody's seen him since Sire arrived. Been assuming...
He's dead.
I guess I assumed right. I was thinking they had a fight or something, and Omis is gone for a little while, not coming back. That's good to know.
Do you want to see it?
You can do that?
Yeah, check it out. Just pull out the camera, show him the video that I watched this morning.
It's a good 30-40 second video. All right, okay. Sire's got a little more of my respect now. He took over that fortress, now been covering it up with some fake illusions and stuff, keeping all us fiends out, at least for now. If you want to get there, though, you know Keaton?
No, you're the first we've met.
You're gonna want to find Keaton. Only one that I know who got in to see Sire since Sire descended. A young man living in Caliga. Little bit of a rambunctious one, that. But he don't do too much to harm many people that often.
Okay.
If anyone can get you into the fortress, Keaton's your man.
Okay, what's Caliga?
The old village off that way.
Do we have to know anything special to get there?
I'd advise, at least for now, anywhere you see more of this stuff, any more faith than hell, probably steer clear. Getting to Caliga shouldn't be too hard if you avoid that, and then Keaton can take you the rest of the way. Provided you convince him.
We're pretty good at that.
Okay.
Once you get to Caliga, there are gonna be new trees and stuff on the way. Again, just be wary of anyone you meet. Not everybody loves newcomers there, and right now Caliga's going through a little bit of a rift. Some people supportive of this new Fae guy here. The newness, the chaos. Keaton being one of them. Others sticking with the other demon lords. They don't have Omis anymore, but especially around here, a lot of them are loyal to Malgrathar.
All right, well, thank you so much, Belle. Appreciate you.
Good on you, Alex and Jett and the other two. He walks over, and you can see he goes right to where this horse normally would be and just picks up the cart on both sides and just starts walking with it.
Jett, why'd you use your real name?
What's wrong with that?
We got pulled down here specifically.
He doesn't know if it's with one T or two. It's fine.
Oh my god.
Right. My bad. Let's go.
You start moving that direction that you were pointed by Belle. You move through some more of these Witchfen forest-esque trees, and you start to descend in elevation as you move through this hellish landscape. Most areas obviously barren as you walk, and it makes little sense for these lush plants to be able to grow here. As you are walking, you see a particularly heavy thicket of trees in your way. At the start of this thicket of trees, you see a being, reminiscent of the beings you fought in the Witchfen forest. The being looks to be made exclusively of almost driftwood. This being has taken the form of Sire. Fawn-like facial features, large rack of antlers, about 12 foot tall, stands on two legs, and Xander, you even notice the gash in his neck and shoulder that almost took out of him in your video. Finding it lovely here?
No.
No,
How are you surprised by that? This is hell.
I've made it so beautiful.
Sorry, are we talking directly to Sire right now, or are you just a tree?
I'm using the tree.
Oh, well, I would say nice to meet you in the flesh, but that seems a little wrong at the moment. I'm sure you know who we are. Nice to meet you, I guess.
You know, you and I, we exterminated an entire family together.
You're so right. That's a weird thing to put on my resume.
You're right. You should have left the boys alive. They were doing good work.
Subjective.
Boys.
Namora and Blightmore.
They chose you, and you betrayed them.
Yeah, because I had the lives of humanity on my mind. It was a point of contention between us.
The children were just so obsessed with you, Xander. Even their father had his eye on you. I don't quite see it.
No offense to you, that feels like it's for the best.
But then after you killed them, my poor trees had nowhere to go. They were supposed to make their way to Fandrea by now, yet you stopped them. But with Omis dead, I thought, why not start spreading somewhere new, somewhere different, somewhere that needed a change, somewhere with powerful fiends to overtake and spread my influence.
It's a good pivot.
Yeah, I'm rocking with that. That sounds like a great plan.
And look at how truly lovely it is. The Fae need to be celebrated. Wildacre needs to expand. Look at how beautiful it is making this hell.
It is kind of nicer.
Exactly. Our influence improves things, and you stop that from happening to Fandrea.
Well, Fandrea is kind of awesome without that. So,
You just said that this is improving things, and it will always improve things.
in hell is bad. Hell's not pleasant, but you're gonna make it pleasant. Fandrea is pleasant.
It's supposed to be like a pit of eternal damnation. That's not really pleasant to the ear or on the eyes. So this is definitely an improvement.
And to be fair, like, people were dying to your trees.
Beauty of chaos.
So that means that more are going to die here.
No.
So you want to kill off everything.
Say you take over hell, right? That stays in hell, right? You're just kind of contained in this little hellscape.
Yes, now that I know there's so many worlds I can take over, or at least spread the influence. Again, I don't want to be the only leader. I just want the Fae to be everywhere. It just makes everything more exciting. And you could become the seeds of change in Fandrea. Bring my influence to the people.
If we did that means that we're just going to be wasting innocent lives at the same time. Why would we do something like that?
Wasting? I wouldn't use that word. Someone has to fulfill the boys' end of the deal, don't they? And shouldn't it be the people who killed the boys?
Nah, because that's not how contracts work.
I feel like the deal just ends once one party dies.
Yeah, it's like credit card debt if you're not married. Like, that just goes away.
There's too much order in this conversation.
That's what humans are. They need definition. People can be like, oh, OMG, so random, XD rar, but like, they really just want to be defined by something. We need that. We need that order.
XD rar. Ooh, that is random.
Oh, God damn it.
I see why the boys liked you. So you I know, Xander. You I know of. You I know a bit. You there on the dog. May I have your name?
Oh, yeah. It's Jett with one T, and I'll wink at Xander.
Thank you. And you. I like your instrument.
Thanks.
Can I have a word with you?
Just one?
Yeah, I just want a word.
Just one.
Yes.
Sure.
What word?
What?
Sebastian, you can no longer say the word what.
Oh, shit!
Damn it. The Fae, they take things.
I thought I was mind gaming him! What do you mean?
No, you can't say that. You have every time.
Oh, can I modify my own memory
Oh my god.
when I didn't say this phrase?
Xander, and then you again. What was your name? He looks at you, Jett.
Oh, you got that earlier.
Just asking what it is.
No funny tricks.
Not another one.
Jett with 1 T.
You say Jett, and as you go to say with 1 T, you say with 2 T's.
What?
Because he took your alias of Jett with 1 T.
Huh?
Can I have your name?
If you ever go to say Jett with 1 T, you say Jett with 2 T's.
You didn't. That was my thing. There goes my mask. There goes my cloak. I can't hide anymore.
Don't worry, buddy. You weren't hiding much.
This is bullshit.
Are we talking about?
Isn't this fun?
Do you mean?
He took my name.
Do you mean?
And he took your what?
Exactly. That's what they do. That's what the Fae do. They take things.
You want this spread everywhere? Hell no. We're not giving this to you.
Xander wants it spread there, don't you? Saw you laugh.
I can't even fight that one. But that's because I think making fun of these two is funny.
More will happen. Don't you worry. I'm done. And you see all of a sudden, all of the dripwood just crumbles and falls to the ground.
Are you better, Sebastian?
Maybe.
Can you say it now?
Say.
Well, we either need to bargain with him somehow, let him take over this place and let him do his thing and see that inevitably reach out to all the other planes, or we gotta kill him.
How are we supposed to bargain with him? Would he possibly want?
But I don't know. Offer him a better word.
He just wants to spread more and more. He wants to take everything. That's all he asked for. It's all he asked for us to do was to spread and spread more.
Can anyone make me, like, a sign with the word on it? I can just hold it up like Wile E. Coyote when I want to say that word.
I am going to druidcraft 2 leaves of ginkgo biloba,
Ooh.
which is thought to improve cognitive function.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put 1 leaf on each of Sebastian's temples and just going to slowly rub it until they dissolve into his skin, and I'm casting Greater Restoration.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, wow. All right.
Oh, okay.
It was like when you have a sneeze stuck in your face for so long, and then it finally comes out. What?
Jett, do you still have your real name?
Jett with 2 T's, yeah.
Okay. Let's just make up another alias for you.
So what other alias could I have? Did nothing fit better?
Calm down. I can give you the same spell when we go to bed. I'm just not gonna waste it just in case we get into trouble.
No, you know what? It's fine. He gets what? I get nothing. It's all good.
Before we go to bed, I'll give it back.
Didn't we have another name for you that was like a cool ass jet plane name? I thought we had something for you.
Stealth bomber?
Stealth, yeah, no, I think that was me.
Oh.
God damn it, this is all out the window now.
Continuing to Calgara? Mara? Caliga.
Continue on your way, and you find yourself overlooking the large village you would expect to be Caliga. Dark walls made of black hardened rock surround most of the village. From here, you can see that part of the city has succumbed to the azure and pink plants, allowing the vines to grow onto the walls and intermix with the infernal architecture. However, the other half of the city still is primarily hellish in nature. There looks to be remnants of old plants that have been forcefully burned or ripped from the ground to stop their growth. It looks like from where you are, there are 2 separate entrances to the village. The one closer to you, which is in the more infernal half of the city, and the other much further away looks to be part of the city where the Fae influence has breached the walls.
I'm guessing this one infernal look inside would be more people who are loyal to Malgrathar. I don't know if that's better or worse.
I feel like they'd be more likely to help us get at Sire, right?
That's true.
Yeah, if they're just completely taking over the one town that we've seen so far, I feel like they can't be too happy about that, right? Just some dude comes in and starts sweeping?
Does that mean we're gonna have to, team up with a demon?
That'd be kind of sick.
It's metal.
I guess it's how this land is supposed to be.
Yeah. All right. I say we go...
Wait, but we're looking for Keaton specifically, right?
Yeah.
But Keaton is loyal to Sire?
I thought he was a fiend.
He is a fiend, and he got to Sire. but
We don't know how he feels about Sar. We just know that he's like been in the fortress.
yeah. He supported chaos.
I feel like odds are he's gonna be on the face side.
From where you are, you're overlooking the village. The city's pretty much split in half by what looks to be a stagnant river. And it's this dark, dingy, muddy gray. And there is a large bridge that crosses it. So there is a way to get from one side to the other.
This place is so familiar, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that,
It's blood place, kinda.
Right.
but more like intentional.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, because the other one, the only bridge they had was the one that fell.
the statue.
The statue, yeah. This one, they at least like built the bridge over the river.
Okay. Face side?
Let's make sure that we're not using our real names.
I feel like we should prep this beforehand, so we're not spewing out names last second.
I'm gonna be Skylar. It's like a name I went by in middle school.
You know I'm Alex. Nice and easy.
We're in hell. I could just be Stealth Bomber. Who's gonna question it?
That's your government name.
Yeah.
Well,
Jett, don't you already have an alias? The Boulder?
that's my nickname.
That's what an alias can be.
But that's my nickname. It's not an alias.
What?
You're not famous here, bro. They don't know that.
Just say Boulder.
Oh, okay.
It could be like French, too, if you want. Boulder.
Call me Sir Baudet.
Okay.
I
Sure.
guess it would make sense to be French in hell, right?
What are you insinuating?
What?
Someone out there's gonna get what I just said, and that'll be, and they'll be like, he fucking knows.
What?
Okay, which side are you headed to?
That one.
Yep.
The one over there.
Correct.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Throw it over there. Yeah.
Left or right?
The one you just said?
Is this because I did the face shit?
I would like to go towards yeast. Where is the nearest bakery?
Oh, I mean, we're in hell. It can't be fucking hard to find.
If you want to find yeast, roll perception.
Yo, wait, Blueberry, I don't know if you're the same as me, but I realize my passive perception is now a 24.
Holy
Yeah, you beat mine. That's 23.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened, but we're here.
I don't know either.
Oh, I have expertise in perception.
It's really hot here, and you are smelling brimstone a little bit. One building in particular has a big plume of smoke coming out of it. Doesn't look like normal smoke. It looks like something's happening in there.
Well, no bakery, no bread, sadly. But there's smoke. I mean, there's smoke everywhere, but like, that seems centralized.
Okay, we'll head towards that.
This is on the infernal side. There's these nice spires of this onyx obsidian. Some buildings have ornamentation of bone that pierce into the sky. Some ominous shadows as you walk around these cobblestone streets. Some gargoyles leering down from buildings. The air just has these distant echoes of sounds from all over the place, but they're a little bit unsettling. As you walk about, there are these different residents here. They stand very tall, they move with a purposeful stride, and they're very stoically faced. And as you walk, you are heading for that building that has this large smokestack coming from it, and you see a group of people out front. They're all devilish in nature. Some of them have multiple eyes, others have wings coming from their backs, but they're all humanoid in nature. There's a smaller one that is flapping about. They look like they're speaking to each other, and they're getting angry. Xander, do you know Abyssal?
No. I know Infernal.
Oh.
They are currently speaking Abyssal. Angry, harsh tones as they're out front of this large building that, again, is spewing a lot more smoke than it might typically. It looks like there's a lot of smoke coming out, and they're pointing at the smoke. The door is shut really tight.
Guys, why do they sound so familiar? I don't know. I feel like I've heard this before.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna get a little closer. I wanna hear. I'm using a new feat of mine. Comprehend languages.
Whoa!
All right.
Snap!
Ooh.
You see this larger being has this really deep, wide jaw, and he's saying,
And it's just not burning anymore. You said it would burn in the crematorium, and now we have a smoke filling the entire place, and we have more bodies to burn by the end of the day.
I'm sorry, man. This smaller imp-looking thing floating in the air about 5 feet up. I'm sorry, it's not exactly like I thought it was gonna burn. There's a little bit of defense here. Jett, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Whoa, what?
Well,
21?
That passes. You see from invisibility, there is this smaller demon that pops out. He's got these 2 seeds in his hand. They look like fey seeds, but they're big. They're like the size of grenades in his hand. Throws one at the group of people and sees you and throws another one. And you can see they both explode on impact, but you're able to dodge away, use your shield to get rid of it. This being much younger, fiendish boy, black onyx skin, but it's been adorned with these enchanting symbols and lines. They look like temporary markings drawn with either iridescent pigments or chalks. And he's got a crown of flowers, beautifully woven to fit on his horned head. He smiles with these fangs that come down and then immediately starts running towards the bridge to the side where the Fae are. And as he starts to run, you can see he looks blurry. And he's got these little wings that come out of his back and they start pushing the air behind him so he can run faster. You are not rolling initiative yet. He was able to drop these and then move 60 feet the other direction.
ooh.
Oh, shit.
There's 3 beings here. Anna, Ryan, Nigel, roll me dex saves for these 3 fiends that are here.
13.
19.
9. Sorry, guy.
Only 1 fail. Roll me a D100.
28.
I'm going to ask you to roll me, again, for this fiend, a con save.
Oh, there we go. 17.
Still fails, unfortunately.
Oh, buddy.
You see this very small little impish guy who's floating in the air, all of a sudden turns into a T-Rex.
Oh, I swear to God I didn't do that.
Expands 50 foot tall in an instant. The tail sweeps across this building, this crematorium that they were talking about, and just breaks it, and a bunch of smoke starts coming. And you can hear from across the river a little bit of a as this kid starts running away.
Does it look like it's attacking or like causing problems as a T-Rex?
It doesn't look like it's actively causing problems, but now there's a big to-do about the building breaking. It's just like the sheer size of it in this location. It doesn't fit.
Can I cast Hold Monster on the little imp that's running away?
With that, we'll roll initiative.
Okay. Yeah.
7 for Jett.
18 for Xander.
4.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Oh my god.
26.
Sebastian, you are up first. Jett's about 10 feet in front of you. This kid is running across towards the other side of the city and is about 60 feet in front of him.
I'm going to run up to Jett. Ready to bring some justice? Let's fucking go!
Oh.
Tackle him, and I'm casting Dimension Door, popping us up 65 feet in front of us, directly in front of the guy, the little demon boy. We blip up right as he almost little skirts right up in front of Jett, and now he has to deal with a big towering guy as I'm gonna pass along my turn.
It is now this being's turn. Stops in their tracks as they see you, this blurring look, and then disappears invisible.
Jesus.
You feel a gust of wind as this being moves. They move about 10 feet. You see them appear again and throw 2 bombs at both of you, these seed bombs. I need 2 dex saves from each of you.
21, 27.
Both pass.
5 and a nat 1.
Attaboy.
2 fails. Jett, roll me a D100 and keep it out because we'll roll a second one in a moment.
57?
You are now under the effects of the spell Speak with Plants for the next 24 hours.
Yay!
Sick.
And then roll me another D100.
61.
The last creature you damage with a spell gains resistance to the damage type you dealt to it until it completes a long rest. Xander's the one who you made cry. Xander, you have resistance to crying for the next until you make a long rest.
Oh, how do I get that?
Damn.
begins running again and is able to get 60 feet total away from you, Sebastian and Jett.
Whoa.
Whoa. He's able to take an action and go 60 feet?
Jesus.
Damn.
Wow.
We are to Xander with Jett on deck. Xander, he's about 140 feet from you right now.
Well, I can't use Hold Monster on him then. I will cast Far Step and jump 60 feet towards him. I'll dash, I guess, for the remaining 60.
I'm going to say you can get there since you're using Far Step. You're able to run like your first set of speed, Far Step across the river to avoid the having to take that route around the bridge and then dash to him. You are right next to him.
I will say, if your name is Keaton, we're not here to fight you. We want your help.
Jett, you're up. Blueberry, you're on deck.
From where I'm at, how far away is the T-Rex?
70 feet.
I'm going to tap my boots together to activate them. So I'm using my action to do that. I'm going to start running towards the T-Rex. I'm going to go my full 60 feet. Right as I get to the 60 feet, I'm going to look up at it. I guess it doesn't hurt to try, and I'll jump up in the air as I'm running. You can see that Jett just disappears, and he is just now on the dinosaur's back. I'm using Misty Step.
Whoa.
Both the Comprehend Languages and Misty Step were from the Fey-touched feet.
Oh.
On theme.
Blueberry, you're up with Sebastian on deck.
Jett, what are you doing up there?
I don't know, I always thought I could ride a dinosaur someday, so I'm doing it.
You could have just asked. I gesture to myself.
But this one's I don't know, different. It felt cool. Look at me.
I was gonna turn it back into a guy. Bonus action, turn into a giant eagle and dash 160 feet towards the guy.
Whoa.
Past him, just so, in case he moves further. Cut him off.
Sebastian, you're up. You're 60 feet away. Blueberry is just past him. And Xander, you are right next to him.
I'm dashing 60 feet forward, and then I'm going to use 2 of my 4 sorcery points to cast a spell as a bonus action for Quicken Spell. I'm going to point at him. You're taking us on one hell of a ride! Hideous laughter, level 1. Wisdom save.
14 total.
As just a little music staff comes around and swirls through his brain, he starts laughing uncontrollably and is prone on the floor.
And that is his turn, where he is laughing uncontrollably. Oh, he got me. Bunch of these seeds start falling off of this bag that he was holding, rolling about on the floor.
It can make another save at the end of his turn.
Give me straight up charisma.
Lucky point. 22.
You can hear him through his laughs. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. At this point, he has dropped the bag. All of the seeds are on the ground. Xander, you're up.
Can I take the seeds?
You're able to move around, grab them, throw them all into a bag.
I'll just crouch down and be like, are you Keaton or know who Keaton is?
How did you know my name?
Sick. We found him, guys.
Jett, that is your turn. You are on this T-Rex.
I don't know how the hell I got up here for sure, but this is dope. And I'm just going to try to wrangle it.
With what? It doesn't have reins.
You just grabbing scales?
Doing it my way, man. I ain't need no reins.
What is your way? Please. Yeah.
This creature's now dumb, right?
Yes. T-Rex brain.
It's not like this is an imp who knows it's a T-Rex, which means it's got an intelligence of 2. Give me animal handling.
15?
You're able to hold on pretty well as this thing starts freaking out, immediately starts turning quickly, and you see that tail just swipes through multiple buildings.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. Anybody? What do I do?
You are on its back, and it obviously can't reach with its tiny arms, but is trying to remove you. You are slowly just holding on to it, trying to comfort it. With a 15, I'm going to make a contested check with the T-Rex. And I think I'm just going to do wisdom to see if you can basically calm it down. That is only an 8. You see for a moment it is quelled, static, and you can almost hear it tremble. It is scared more than anything. Blue?
Okay, you got the seeds. Good. I'm gonna swoop down, grab the scruff of his shirt that I presume he's wearing, and just pick him up and just hold on to him next to Xander and Sebastian if they're next to each other. Jett, get over here!
And we will be out of initiative. As you see this younger fiendish boy, you're looking at him a little bit better now. His eyes are bright, much brighter than the rest of the fiends you have seen wandering around Caliga. They stand out on his dark onyx face. You saw the little small wings on his back that don't look like he can fly with them. It looks more like he's using them to propel himself forward. Oh, God. That was a good one. Nice. And he just tries to punch at Sebastian's shoulder.
Thanks.
Hello. Hi, you're Keaton, right?
Hey.
Nice to meet you. I'll go out for like a fist bump.
Tries and feels like he can't move forward because he's being held back by Blue.
I will aloft him forward a foot to allow the fists to bump.
We heard that you got into Sire's castle. We're looking to do the same thing.
Why?
We'll talk about that once we're a full group again, because the dude that's on the T-Rex he's with us.
That's awesome.
How did he even get up there?
Hey.
Jett, you are still comprehending languages, and you can hear these people below.
Get that thing out of here. Get it out of the city. What are you doing up there?
How do I take it in? Where do I bring something like this? I don't know.
You like the face stuff coming in?
It's cool. It's chaos, but it's beauty, you know?
Oh.
I feel that. But at the same time, like, okay, it's all fun and games on the surface, but there's some underlying really bad problems right here. So,
No, come on. Nobody got hurt this time.
there it is.
Jett, can you dismount, please?
Yeah, where do you want me to park this thing?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, let me bring it outside of the city a little at least. I'll do the good old Legolas, like, slide down the tail, which should be the trunk in the movie.
You see it turns back around angry at you, but still backs away. And you can see it just starts running into the distance, crashing its head through a bunch of these trees.
I'll call for Pebbles, jump on her back, and fly over to the group.
Yo, can you let me go?
You gonna run away?
Starts flailing in your arms a little bit. Not right now. You have my seeds.
Oh, big true.
I'm fast and I got good eyes. You're not gonna be able to get away from me, all right?
Fine. Stop. God.
Drop him.
Wipes himself off. Where are we going?
The fortress.
Why?
We gotta talk to Sire.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like about what?
Confidential.
Oh, shit.
We're trying to get home. We're trying to leave.
You can do that?
We don't know how.
You think Sire can do that?
We think he brought us here, so we just want to talk to him.
Why would he bring you here?
Confidential. It's tricky. It's chaos. That's why he did it.
Yeah, we're pretty chaotic.
Are you?
We bring chaos everywhere we go.
Did you not just see me on a T-Rex tearing apart half the city?
3 out of 4 of us just disappeared. It's like we saw shit happening and we're like, we need to find the dude that did this so that we can be like, yo, bro, we're buddies.
Yo, then throw one of those over there. And you see a group of infernal fiends on the other side of the river. And he points to one of the seeds.
Don't do it, Xander. That's peer pressure.
Okay. Yeet.
Roll me 2 d20s.
I rolled a nat 1 and a 10.
Both failed. Roll me 2 d100.
19. And the second one is 51.
The first one, you see there's 2 people here, a man and a woman. The woman immediately just stands up, start looking around, breathing really heavy, and just bolts out of the city.
She just realized she left the oven on.
The man disappears.
Oh.
Just after a woman wearing these bright ruby red slippers appears directly in the center of the bridge. And all of a sudden, the man appears. Just above this woman, a house spawns out of nowhere. And you see the man is in the house looking down, and all of a sudden, the house starts to fall.
What?
Look out!
That bitch gonna get Wizard of Oz did.
I'm sorry, Sebastian. I don't know what that is.
Oh.
I'll try to fly, and if I have time to react with 80 feet, I'll try to dash and pull the lady out before the house lands.
Why don't you roll initiative just to see if you can do this faster?
10?
Still faster, surprisingly. You are able to sweep under, grab this woman out of the way as the entire house just falls and collapses the bridge, and everything just falls into this river.
Oh.
You see the man starts coming out and is swimming up and out of the river, appears on the other side. all of a sudden this woman turns to ash in your hands, and all that's left is these slippers.
Gonna inspect these slippers.
They are definitely magical.
Poke them with my beak.
From the other side of the river, since you are now on the other side, Blueberry, you hear, "No way! Yo, you are chaotic."
Dap up the little demon boy.
Yo, let's go, dude.
I want to put my little eagle feet in the shoes.
She spawns in Kansas.
It's the banishment spell, but it only sends you to Kansas.
You can't leave either. Perma Kansas.
Do they like change to fit eagle feet?
They expand a little bit so that your feet can get in them enough.
Okay, and then I'm gonna fly over in the shoes.
See, everybody wins.
Some fun new kicks.
I got shoes!
Yeah, you can have these back after you help us, since we just saved you from having to deal with all those folks. Also.
Let's go.
What?
Okay, perfect. You guys ready to go to the castle? You good? You good?
Yeah, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. You can get us in the castle, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go.
Keaton starts leading you away from Caliga. He moves much slower now. Bit more of a normal walk than using those wings to propel him so quickly. You can see he has a straight line he walks in a specific direction, but often gets distracted as he walks. He notices a nearby fey-like insect in a tree as you pass by, and he stops to inspect it. It's almost like a grasshopper or a cricket, but it has these bright colors, and it's making these vibration noises over and over. It's almost melodic, and it's much longer than just a single chirp of a cricket. And as it makes that noise, the actual colors on this change. Keaton stands there a moment looking at it, and then just all of a sudden pokes at it, and it jumps away. He tries to follow it, but isn't able to find it. He continues on the direction he started, but now as he walks, you can hear him start making the same noise over and over again, trying to recreate the noise, the insect he just saw. And he continues to make this noise as you follow. It's a good half hour of walking with Keaton admiring different fey curiosities. Mostly bugs and plants that look to be fey natives, but also some hellish beasts that seem to be changing with the fey influence. A particular thick black dog looking beast with these dark black and red furs exposes the inside of its mouth where this red fire comes from it. But then it barks, this demonic bark, and the color of the fire changes every time it barks. It blows the fire, now a bright purple, onto some nearby vines that look like razor wire. They don't look like they're from Wildacre. They don't look fey. They look like they're from here. But all of a sudden, these bright flowers sprout from them, and the creature feeds on these new flowers.
While we walk, I have a question for him. So, tell us about Malgrathar. Who's that?
Demon Lord, off over that way.
Does he hate Sire?
Don't know yet.
You don't know anything about him?
Sire just showed up.
Well, we heard that some people like Sire and some people like Malgrathar, so I figured they were like enemies.
It's not really their enemies. It's just some people like Sire and they're right, and then other people hate Sire, and we're trying to fix that.
Gotcha.
That's why I was like trying to show them like the fun the Fae can introduce, and that's why I was using these.
Is Malgrathar super boring?
Damnation and all that shit. It's just the same across all the hells, and it's not good.
Yeah, that sounds lame.
Do you know anybody named Lucifer or Beelzebub?
Beelzy was back there. He was the one that got turned into the dinosaur.
This may be a different hell from the one that we know, right? Maybe, perhaps.
I don't see any fire.
Smells like brimstone, though.
There's lots of fire, just not around these parts.
Okay, all right.
Are there multiple circles to this place?
You could call it that. You see how we started over there where Caliga was, and now we're going downward? Just keeps going down that way.
Are there districts?
Sometimes. Some people call them this, some people call them that.
Okay.
Can you, very in-depth explain the socioeconomics of this entire world?
Yeah, for sure. So here's how we go. So you guys know we're going to the fortress. This is where Omus was, and all of a sudden he just looks at something on the ground. Continues walking like he just wasn't even saying anything.
Can you start that again?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Omus, and he's gone now. Sire killed him, and now Sire's in the fortress, and then there's a couple other demon lords. He's continuing to walking towards a particularly brooding mountain-looking thing in the distance, before in a large patch of trees off to your right, there's a loud roar and a bright blue expulsion of light. From here, you can see what looks to be a cloud of some powder floats upwards out of this patch of trees. Keaton just instantly starts dashing his way there. Quickly, wings out.
I'm starting to flap my wings. Try to fly towards it and then flap my wings to disperse it.
As you and Keaton start racing towards it, you hear more roars and see it plume up. As Keaton looks back at you all, looks forward, and continues to dash. And for today, that's a wrap.
Oh.
Concerning.
God,
We in hell, boys.
True.
I don't like that.
And we'll talk even more in depth about that over on Behind the Scenes 1 week from today. Patreon.com/castparty. Go support us. Go get awesome, cool new content. Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, goodbye.
You're just kind of contained in this little hellscape. Literally. Widowy.
Stop.
Such a... Oh.
Welcome to hell, baby! Turns out our top supporters have already been here. A new guy, a bold newcomer, braving the inferno for the first time with us. Thank God someone needs to guide us. And a flame-resistant ally illuminating our darkest paths. Dragons, the ancient being that soars through the blazing abyss. Dubward, a warrior we found with a dubstep heartbeat in the midst of pandemonium. Sainty Love, spreading love and grace even in this fiery embrace of hell. Eric 5, our navigator through this hellish chaos. God help us. Polyamorous Swirl is swirling through the circles of hell with grace and love, while Foe Runners forging brand new paths through these blistering flames. Frankie's a fiery spirit burning brightly in the heart of damnation, while Heather is her cool breeze in the scorching winds of the underworld. We've got Isuik, a cunning trickster weaving schemes in the shadows of hell, while Jesky Fire is dancing with the elements, mainly the flames. Jesse's resilient soul is facing the inferno with courage, while Jin is a mystical presence flickering through the fiery haze. Lady Lorax is our beacon in the darkest pits of hell, while Lexi's spellcast and conjuring light just trying to help us find our way in the eternal night. Mindhack is a master of these hellish machinations hacking through the torment, while Opti is the optimized force of nature. In the underworld, of course. Does the underworld have nature? I guess. We've got Nova, a celestial body shining in the blackened sky, while Red Mafia Panda is actually an infiltrator in the hellish devil army. Being, thank God, we have a humble seed sprouting in the scorched earth of hell, bringing us some semblance of greenery, while bass drops echo through the caverns of damnation. And finally, Ebab Flow, a fluid force of chaos that shapes hell's destiny, because God knows what awaits us here. But we're happy you're all here along with us.